going on with the Batman? We don't know. The Batman is obviously a very popular film, Robert Pattinson. And then you get the Penguin, very popular. So now the whole thing is David Zazlav trying to force James Gunn and Peter Safran to put him as the DCU Batman. That seems to be the case. Maybe. I believe it. There's other things going on, and we'll get to all those and more. It's my birthday show. That's right. Brett Sheridan is here. Roxy couldn't be it. She's on a very important phone call. And eventually, we'll either have her or not. That was my birthday gift, to get here early, and she said no. The call was too important. So, I don't even know if I asked her that, but we're going to go with that. All right, let's get to it. Here we go. We are back. That's not Capes and Cows. It is the Kristian Harloff Show. Thanks for joining us here today on the show, ladies and gentlemen. And it is myself. Look at this guy. Oh, he's back.
Camera adjustments.
You're looking good. Looking real good. How you been? Where you been? What's going on? How's life?
I've been in South Dakota for I think 7 years. I was there.
Yeah, and that's where you're from, right?
Yeah. No, from Nebraska.
I know.
But it's really exciting. There's going to be a video series coming out about it. But built a Mad Max war vehicle, and learned a lot more about fixing cars and what have you than I would have cared to.
Oh, well, so there you go. Now, yet another thing for you next time you come here, what you can do when you get here. You fix cars.
Yeah, work on your
on the car. Perfect. So we are doing, normally we go 1 p.m. on these days, but I have, I started, you and I actually together, people don't realize this because I've been doing a lot more of these movie reactions on the channel lately. But you and I started the series. We started the series with The Munsters, I think was the first gem. And then we also did Elemental, which the video itself did decent, but it was the 1.5 million short that you still get comments on that, right?
Oh, that was like some of my best work.
Yeah, I thought so.
I think one of my favorite comments, even though it got so many, was, so this was a non-reaction reaction?
Yes, which is my favorite. And we both agree that it's valid. That it is a valid comment to do because it's the clip 100%. That we took. Oh, good. You look great. You look just great. So
what happened?
We went blurry, but you're better now. It is there's tons to talk about, and this story that we're leading with is the Batman Pattinson story. But to be completely honest, I'm going to wait for Roxy to get here because she's going to have a little bit more to say about it. However, Brett's been gone for so long that he doesn't even know we've been doing contests lately for the live stream, and basically because I have so many different co-hosts every day that the audience has shown up for this. Every day they throw in some questions, and the winner of the week gets a special prize. But so far, Winston was the guy who got the most questions. He had gotten 106, but it resets every week. Yesterday, Roca shattered that record with 131 questions. 131. But It's my birthday, so you never know what can happen today. And we've already started at around 15 questions. And it's Brett's first show, so you can ask us whatever you want, and we're going to do that. But
wait, so this is live?
Hey, did you not know
that? I actually thought it was live, but then for some reason didn't realize. I thought, maybe he hasn't started the live ones yet. Yeah, that's how out of it I am.
Did you? That's good. I'm glad that you
and honestly, that I'm not looking at the chat because I have no idea where it is and how to do it.
I know. That's why I don't send you guys really the link. Roxy's been at least pretending to be decent about not looking at the chat when she's been here. But Roka's been better. This system has made it easier. So there you go. The first thing we can talk about is the Joker 2 reactions. They're kind of out there. It was like, I'm going to see it tomorrow. but there was I guess a bunch of fan screenings, and a premiere was also last night, and a lot of reactions and reviews came out of it. What do you think people are saying about this one, Brett?
I think they're saying, "Wait, what?" And also, "Oh man."
Nailed it.
But I
Nailed
think
it.
they're
Nailed it. Nailed it.
no, go. I think people are liking it. I don't think they're loving it. I think they're liking it.
Well, it seems like they're not really digging it.
Oh,
I think
shoot.
some people are, but from the most people that I've seen that I follow are saying the same thing, which is I loved the first one. This one stinks. Loved the first one. Don't think people are going to really like this one. Rokas I saw last night. Rokas said that Todd Phillips takes interesting swings, but he can see this being very divisive, and already seeing that just. So my expectations have gotten lower and lower, and I'm so psyched for this movie. I'm so excited for this movie, and it was on my most anticipated, and I'm bummed. I'll tell you what else I'm bummed about. Only because you'll be able to relate to me on this. These people keep turning the air conditioner down.
Oh.
In the hallway, and right now it's on. I think they let it go, but they keep turning it off, and it's like not even a knock because it's connected to the other place. It's like, listen, I got hot lights on in here. Cut it out. We're cool.
Yeah, that's something that I anticipated being an issue. And here's something actually, now that we're off of that movie business, here's something I can really speak on.
Sure.
So excited for air conditioning to be in the studio and for it not to be super loud, and for this to keep happening to you. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's divisive.
Thank you.
I think it's the narrative of this stinks.
Yes, you're right.
And
please tell them all.
And I think that they really dropped the ball on this one.
Yes.
And I'm talking to you, Lou. No.
This is
Lou's the best.
I will say, as the new thing is, I used to hate, what was it, Bay. I hate current slang. I hate it. You know what I hate?
Oh, I hate Bay.
I hate Bay. But you know what I really hate right now? The overuse of wild. People are overusing wild all of the time. Like falling asleep with your eyes closed is wild, and posting a video of it just to get the wild thing is driving me crazy. Stop using it. You've killed wild. It used to be good. You've killed it. You've killed the word. I hate it. This is wild.
Get over there with asking for a friend. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm telling you, you're gonna pay attention to it more. These videos that I follow, it's like doing this when there's 3 people around is wild, and it's like they just want you to watch the video so they is wild. And yeah, cooked is overused. Let them cook. Let him cook. Let her cook. Fuck off. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this slang. Yeah, it's like people now. This is what I want from you, comment section. As I see you, I hear you, I feel you. Put all the stuff that you hate in the comment section on my birthday. Go ahead. And now see someone else. That's wild. That's wild, bro. That's wild. Oh, it's farting next to your loved one is wild. Farting while they're still awake is wild. Oh, having a dog shaving his ass is wild.
Yeah.
Hold on, let Kristian cook.
My watch.
Yeah, it's the worst. It's the worst. I hate it. But I'm bummed about this Joker 2 thing. I'm bummed about it.
I was looking around. I know we're live, but I swear I had a headset set up here, and now it's disappeared.
It's fine. Do it right in the middle of the stream. Don't do it 10 minutes before. Do it right now.
No. Well, this is the best thing about live. We can bring these things up, and we can get derailed by them.
Yeah.
And now
I love that about you.
I bet in the chat are going like, hey, why don't we take a minute and let Brett find his headset, because he heard a slight echo and he didn't want the stream to be bad.
Oh yeah, it has nothing to do with the fact that do you hear an echo for yourself? Is that what it is? I know.
No, I think it's not anything you're doing. I don't have a headset and it pops up. But you know what? I'm gonna let this go because it's your birthday. Normally, I would go on a 40-minute rant about this,
but not today.
The fact how are you feeling today, though?
Listen, the fact that you have it in your mind and you're not saying it is wild. Stupid. I'm gonna let you cook. Go ahead.
Man. Coming in clutch.
Coming in clutch. Is clutch the other one too?
Well, cringe is another one.
That's been around forever. LOL and cringe has driven me nuts for forever. But it just at this point is whatever. People overuse it. Although I'll still respond to somebody if they do an LOL. I wrote to somebody like a couple weeks ago. I said, "There's no world where you are literally laughing out loud. There is no that was not funny enough. Laughing out loud means that you're actually laughing out loud, or you are rolling around on the floor laughing. I don't believe you. I think you are lying. I think you're lying to the comment section. I think you're lying to yourself. You are not LOLing. Are you laughing out loud for real? Just from a comment that you thought was that you thought was you didn't believe, or did you just SMH? I'll give you an SMH. Shaking your head. I'll believe that you shook your head. Maybe you didn't agree anything. You said, this guy again. Okay, I believe that you SMH'd, but there's no fucking world you LOL'd, you turd.
I bet you're SMHing when you're saying you're LOLing.
Right.
That's the thing. I bet you're reacting to that like Brett reacts to an elemental.
Yes.
I think that should become a new one if they could make a thing for that where it's just me going, huh.
Yeah. And another.
That was your LOL.
There's another. Kyle McGowan just did a fart one too. He's like, is it a boomer? No. Boomer? What am I talking about? Elvis? Boomers are 50s. I'm a grouchy Gen Xer. Sniff it.
Yeah.
Boomer. Use your slang right, you fucks.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Using your slang the wrong way, it's wild.
That's wild, man.
It's wild. Come on. I don't know how much we're going to cover today. It's my birthday show. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. Ask us some dumb questions. I'm here.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah. When Roxy comes on, we'll talk about the Batman
Dakota,
thing.
You think people give a shit
about
Joker in South Dakota?
They don't give a shit. We're delirious over here. That's all this is. People are in here. What do they expect? It's me and you. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Is your kid going to playing concerts yet?
Man, the kid he practices like 2 hours a day. It blows my mind. I think that everybody thought, other than myself, thought it was a phase. Even my daughter said something, but now he's really you like name a song and he'll go try to play it.
That's good.
And he's actually been teaching me to play lately, which he goes, I'm not a good teacher, but he actually is doing quite well. And I'll tell you what, there was nothing better than getting back from the small town living in South Dakota, which I'm not dissing the people. It's just a life that I've lived, and I need a little bit more action in my life. But coming back and my son showing me a new song and then teaching me some chords on the guitar. Oh, that
was the best.
Like
proud moment.
The best. Yeah. The best.
That's really good. Yeah. Anyway, that's great to know. I'm glad that he's doing well. Glad you're doing well. Glad everybody's doing well.
It's wild. Boy.
It's wild. I'm gonna let you cook.
Now I have to tell my son because he said he went bowling the other day and he said he really cooked, and I was like, "Oh, Kristian's gonna."
Everybody, it's just overused. It's overused. People just glom on to one thing what everybody else is saying, and then they say it. I say you say something else. You say shit that nobody wants to hear. That's what I say.
I say you say.
Say fleedle a dee. We don't do that anymore. I mean, you.
Yeah, nobody fleedle a dees.
No more fleedle a deedles. You got any fleedles? Pass that fucking deedle, and then you got the fleets.
Oh, man.
Right? You got any fleedles for me?
Man. Kids today, they don't fleedly deedly.
No,
they don't shabba-da-doo.
No, sometimes they fleedle too much on the deedle, and then you got and then you got to pay child support.
And that's how babies are made.
Yeah, yeah. Too many fleedles.
We both said the same thing, but I was more upfront about it.
Yeah, I went around the back door.
Yeah,
and that's why I didn't. That's why. Well, that's why.
Boomer.
That's why I didn't get pregnant.
Oh, this one's an exit only.
Yeah, that's right. Look out. Don't hurt yourself. Here it comes.
Out, kids.
Yeah. Now, how much does the show go back to normal once Roxy shows up? Is the question.
Yeah. Well, I think that the current climate of this film is
the current climate. That's another one, the current climate.
Real quick, I mean, I hate to talk about the topics, but so this one is a musical,
Yes,
correct?
it is correct. It is like, well, it's
Well, then that's
kind,
100% why people aren't.
well,
liking
it's not just that. I think that the whole point is that the musical is supposed to represent their psyche or whatever. So I got no problem with that if they use it the right way. But I'm not
it.
sure.
Yeah,
But we shall see, as they say.
we'll see.
I said, as they say in some parts of the world. I think you're going to cry when you see
Uh-oh.
the Wild Robot. And for real, I'm not messing with you. It's a good movie. It's emotional.
Oh, I thought I totally went back to SEN and the robot
No,
talking,
God.
and I thought this was going to pop in.
No,
The
not that
Wild
one.
Robot.
Wild Robot. Yeah.
Not me.
It's on my list.
It's not me, you stupid asshole. What you think you're talking about me? What the fuck? This is bullshit. You wanna cook? I'll let you cook. Cook my balls. I don't have balls. I'm a robot. It's fine. I'll figure it out. I was driving a Tesla the other day, and I ran it right into a wall. Why? Because I could. And don't worry, I didn't hurt anybody. I just broke a few limbs. This is all bullshit. I can't stand it. It's all bullshit.
Okay, Boomer Robot.
That's right, I'm gonna let you cook. Fuck off.
Thank you. My favorite. Where is Roxy? Fuck off.
Yeah.
No
I like the
offense.
show a lot better when.
When Roxy was on, she's gonna be on. Watch the intro. Stop fast forward. My favorite yesterday. If I get one more freaking question about time codes. Why do you hate time codes so much? You do it. People put the time codes. Guess what happens? Every time someone puts the time codes in the comments, do you know what I do, Brett? What do you think I do?
Delete them.
No, I cut and pasted and put it in the description because
Oh yeah.
because I'm not doing it. I can't. I have too much shit I got going on. It's like do it. I love time codes, and I love when people do the time codes, but I'm not doing it. I don't have time.
On the podcast, the other podcast I'm on, Everything's a Game, on the Above Board TV YouTube channel, I do the editing and the time codes for that, and it's a nightmare.
It's a pain in the ass.
It's a huge pain in the ass.
I'm managing 3 channels here, Brett, and I don't have time. I mean, I'll try, but especially during live, I can't do it on live. Listen, you guys put it in the time, put it in the description. There was one guy that was doing it for a while, and I loved him for it. I cut and pasted, I put it in there, and that's it.
Boom.
See, look, Galaxy
Yell
Geeks.
at him.
Galaxy Geeks just added it to the Deadpool 2 reaction that we did. Because you know who wasn't doing it? Me. That's why. What's the deal with time codes? I mean, come on. They're in, they're out. Who's putting them in the description?
Galaxy Geeks.
The Galaxy Geeks. Are they geeks from the galaxy? What are they? Absolute chaos on this show. We've covered nothing.
We've covered nothing, but I do know how a carburetor works.
That's good.
So.
I'm happy for you. How you like in LA? How are the earthquakes and all the heat?
You know what?
No, I don't. That's why
it's
I asked.
actually been quite lovely where I'm at. It's been overcast. It's been like, in the mid 60s. It's just delightful, Kristian.
Oh, all right. I think I believe you. It's been nice here getting fall weather, by the way. Leaves on the ground.
Yeah, well, I'm close enough to the beach, humble brag.
Yeah.
That the weather is usually quite delightful.
Okay. Well, hey, I got somebody that wants to talk to you.
The rent, don't get me started on that.
Hey, Brett. Hey. Did you miss me?
Hey.
Did you miss me?
What's up?
How you doing, motherfucker? How you doing? You want to slap balls together? No?
Can't complain. Nobody listens.
Nobody listens. It's okay. I understand you. I feel you, my brother. Hey, listen. I used to, when you weren't home, sneak up into that little gold frame and stick my asshole on the left corner. Did you know that? Yeah, right there, where you're pointing. You got it. You Zingo, as the kids say. No kids say that, but that's fine. Are you judging me?
When I was trying to cook, you were doing that?
Oh, yeah, I was cooking. You was cooking. Everybody was cooking. And then I found a giraffe, and I was fucking.
Wait, how do you fuck a giraffe?
With
In stints. In stints.
Oh, what is happening? What is happening? That's my favorite. This is okay. See, this is, but people don't understand yet. People don't understand yet because Brett, I'm gonna highlight a comment, and what do you think is gonna happen right after it? So Kyle Leenan says, "Big Balls is the worst segment on YouTube." What do you think is about to happen?
I'm
Oh,
coming
you're gonna-
back. That's right. Hey,
Yeah.
Kyle, I got a song for you, sucker. Fuck yeah. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3. You're telling me I'm the worst. I don't believe it. I've looked at things and I've achieved it. I slapped a rhino in the face with my balls. I listened to some music. It was Lou Rawls' greatest hits. Oh, tits! I am legit. Kyle, sniff my butt. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I meant sniff my ass.
Oh, there she is. Just in time for Big Balls.
I can't even remember the song. Is she here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh, I thought that you popped her up for Big Balls.
no. But what I'm gonna do, because Roxy's here, I'm gonna tell you guys.
Happy birthday.
No, don't say anything just yet. So what I'm gonna do
It's a
before
surprise.
it's a surprise. We don't know that you're here. So I'm gonna bring Roxy in just for a second, but we have technical things we have to do. We are going to tell you guys about two of our wonderful friends. You know them both. I've been telling you about them, and you know them, you love them. And that, of course, is Liquid IV and Built. All right, here you go. Built. I really hope that people are going to start taking advantage here of Built, because listen up, renters. If you ever feel like you're stuck in this loop of rent payments, just watching your money vanish into thin air, it is time to turn that rent game around and start earning some serious rewards, and that's where Built Rewards comes in. You've done that before. You've been there. You've been like, I'm burning cash with all the rent checks. I'm there all the time. I feel like it. It's frustrating, but here's the deal. Built Rewards has figured out a way to make rent more rewarding. You say goodbye to the money bonfire and hello to a renter's revolution with Built. Built is breaking ground as a neighborhood rewards program that hooks you up with points on your rent. Every month, you pay your rent and you watch the Built points roll in. You can use your points to book fitness studio classes, redeem them towards a future rent payment. They're designed to meet your lifestyle. Pay rent hassle-free through the Built Rewards app. Your rent game just got a major upgrade. Built points have consistently ranked the highest value point currency by the Points Guy and Bank Rate. Earn points by paying rent now when you go to joinbuilt.com/bigthing. That's joinbuilt.com/bigthing. And make sure to use our URL so they know that we sent you. Joinbuilt.com/bigthing to start earning points with your rent payments today. I was having a barbecue with the family, and I was going to go and went to pick up some games for the kids to play, and I was picking up cornhole, and while I was at the sports store getting it, I kept seeing Liquid IV, and more, I'm so excited that people are learning about Liquid IV, because I've known about them now for a bit since they've been on the show. Liquid IV has refreshing summer flavors like popsicle firecracker, it's got rainbow sherbet. It hits the spot when you need transformative, hydrating relief. I really do enjoy it, and it's great to have Liquid IV. It really is. And I love this popsicle one, so I'm showing it right now. You can choose from their line of sugar-free flavors. They have raspberry melon, they have white peach, they have green grape. So what you want to do is you want to tear, pour, live more. One stick, 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. It's powered by LIV Hydroscience, which is an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients that turn ordinary water into extraordinary hydration. It's got 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, 8 essential vitamins and nutrients, always non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free. So indulge in hydration this summer with Liquid IV. Get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV, but you got to use liquidiv.com and use the code BIGTHING at checkout. You get 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today. Use that promo code BIGTHING at liquidiv.com. All right. Well, we are back. And I'm excited because what happened here, right in the middle of all of this, Brett went away. Oh, no, he's back. Good. And who went away? Brett went away. But Roxy is here. Roxy is here. Hello, Roxy. How are you?
Happy birthday. How's it going?
Good so far. And now we don't have to. We've been talking about. You want to hear about what we were talking about first? Or you want to get to some of the topics?
Well, first I want to know, number one, where's Brett? That's his background.
Oh, he's back home.
I've only ever seen
The bedroom. Yeah, I'm glad that we don't get the bedroom thing anymore. That's pandemic stuff. I don't.
This looks good.
I thought so too.
Number two, what are the birthday plans? I only heard about dinner. That's what I want to know. You can tell me later though.
Yeah, I mean, this is it. We're working. I'm shooting so we've been doing the movie reactions, and I got Sam who's come on, and we're finishing up with her Deadpool and Wolverine one today.
Fun.
Yes, and then we're gonna do dinner tonight, and that's it. And then I'm gonna do
Who's doing dinner? Just the immediate family?
Just the immediate family, and I'm gonna meet some people out this weekend for a bigger thing. My brother's coming into town, so that'll be good.
Oh, no way, to celebrate?
Yeah. So we'll be doing.
So great.
So we'll be doing that, and then that's all I got. That's all I got.
What's your birthday wish for this year? What are you hoping for the big 4-0? Let's pretend.
Right. The answer is just to continue to everybody be happy and healthy. It is easy, and it is what I want, and I think that and to continue to be happy. I think that is the thing. But what would make me happy, and this is what Brett and I were just talking about, so you're caught up on the conversation. There is certain slang that people can. We've had this conversation on Collider Live back in the day, that there is certain slang that people use all the time, and right now there's slang that I'm not liking, and you want to know what it is?
Yeah, I wish I could guess it, but I don't think I can.
Wild. People are overusing wild.
Oh, I love wild.
You've been overusing it as well. Everybody has.
I love wild.
But you've been overusing it.
I don't think I overuse it.
Yeah.
I use it a perfect amount.
No.
I love wild.
Everybody overuses it. It's overused.
My two words that I use the most are obsessed and wild, and I love both of them.
But you never did before, and everybody else now is using it.
I've been using wild since I was 5.
I don't know if that's true.
We could look through our texts.
I can just look through footage.
Quite literally since I was 5. We could pull up footage, for years.
I think Brett's muted.
That's wild.
It's muted. He's wild. He's good. Okay, good. He sounds good. He sounds great.
He said you muted him.
No, I know. I did on purpose. There he is. You're fine, Brett. Yeah, because he was.
I'm like, I can't unmute.
I'm in the middle of showing our wonderful sponsors, and you're sitting there making noises like you're reacting to an Inside Out video or something. All right, let's get to this first story, the main story that people wanted to.
What made that come up for you guys?
I don't remember.
The one I don't like that people overuse is woke. Nobody knows how to use it. Nobody uses it in the right context, and then neither side of people like the word anymore, and they both try to use it as a weapon.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
Yeah, I don't like people talking.
Go woke, go broke.
I just don't like people.
Right, people. Am I right?
People talking in general annoys me, I think.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think
that's
so.
wild.
I'm gonna let you cook.
Oh man.
I'm curious if the people can start calling it, because I swear to you, Kristian, there's not a time since you've known me that I haven't obsessively used wild.
Within the last 2 years, I'll agree with that.
No, ever.
Last year and a half, that's fine.
I kind of invented wild.
That's not true.
Is it wild?
It's not. Roxy, I know you get competitive.
Where are you guys at?
Well, listen to this. I haven't even told you.
Stream, so it's got to win the whole week, right?
I don't think so. Because first of all, I haven't told you because you were supposed to. You were supposed to. You couldn't get here early today, so I was going to tell you that there's an actual prize now when you win for the week. But I'll tell you.
What's the prize?
Hence why I said if you were here early, I'll tell you. I'm not going to tell you now, but I'll tell you. And then
I did come 10 minutes early today, so I really hustled.
That's true. You did. You made it earlier than normal. But nonetheless, basically we do it. We reset it every week. Last week, Mike and Steph beat Roca. Roca had 73. They did 83 last week. Winston had the all-time record of 106. Roca yesterday hit 131. That's gonna be tough to do. We're at 21 right now. It's gonna be tough. But
131's good.
It's good. It's real good. All right, let's get to this topic because I want to talk about it.
But it's your birthday, Kristian.
It is.
If anybody's ever going to give you...
Yeah, Brett, you got something?
Oh, I just got to say, it has nothing to do with the fact that it was just you and I and Roxy wasn't here. Everybody really enjoyed us talking, and they were not in any way disappointed
Mhm.
that Roxy wasn't on, and probably dropped out when they found out that maybe she might not be on. But now that she's here, you can tell all your friends to come back, that Roxy's here.
Oh, did you tweet
and
it
ready
out?
to dance.
I did, but
let
you
me
know,
tell
but
tweet it out.
Yes, but let me
me
see.
tell
Brett,
people.
Brett, say something.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
No, yeah. As much as we were giving Brett praise on his new setup, his audio is not synced up. So this sucks.
Yeah, his audio.
It sucks. Okay, let's get to the
You want me to
actual.
pop out? Talk to Roxy, and I'll pop out.
Yeah, I'm going to do the story. Let's do the story, and here it is. The Batman, Robert Pattinson, could become the DCU's Dark Knight as David Zolaf pushes for more Batman. Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zolaf is reportedly piling on the pressure for DC Studios to do something with Batman, and that could lead to Robert Pattinson's Caped Crusader eventually joining the DCU. DC Studios has created a new shared world meant to rival the MCU, but it sounds like Warner Brothers Discovery boss David Zolaf, his patience may be wearing thin. Well, last year's strike saw James Gunn and Peter Safran forced to down tools on several upcoming DCU movies and TV shows, while Creature Commandos is nearly here and Superman is in post-production for summer 2025 release. There is still a long way to go until DC Studios can even find a measure of Marvel Studios' success. Batman remains DC's biggest draw, even a show without. The Penguins are ratings hit, but with the Batman Part 2 not heading our way until 2026, what of DC Studios' The Brave and the Bold? According to the Hollywood Insider, Jeff Snyder, Zolaf wants the DCU's Batman on our screens sooner rather than later to better compete with Marvel Studios. One idea that's been mooted is for the Batman star Robert Pattinson to become the DCU's Dark Knight following the sequel's release. This by no means sounds like something that's definitely happening, but it's a notion which makes sense on different levels. DC Studios has already given notes on the Penguin and Gunn, and filmmaker Matt Reeves at least considered making the planned Arkham Asylum set TV series part of the DCU, a move which baffled pretty much everyone when it was meant to take place in the same role as the Batman. There's nothing in the Batman stopping it from retroactively becoming the first DCU movie, though how willing Pattinson will be to potentially spend the next decade showing up in all manner of crossover events is hard to say. Then again, Batman doesn't have to be a member of the Justice League in this new reality. We've seen many iterations of the team without him. Andy Muschietti was announced as the Brave and the Bold's director right before The Flash raced into theaters last June. Gunn called it one of the best superhero movies ever, but the audience disagreed. Reviews were so-so, and the visual effects are still ridiculed over a year later. The haunting CG cameos also remain incredibly controversial. The Flash was also a box office bomb, and Muschietti, helming DC Studios' Batman reboot, feels equivalent to Madame Web director S.J. Clarkson being tapped to helm Spider-Man 4, or entrusting Nia DaCosta with Avengers Secret Wars after the Marvel struggles. It doesn't add up. Plus, how can any Batman live up to Pattinson's version? He's already a fan favorite, and anyone who has to share the spotlight with him will struggle. Roxy, there's a lot there. There is a lot there. How you feeling about anything that's been said in that particular article?
Well, it's more like trying to figure out what I actually want. Not that it makes a difference what I want, but what do we want to see from Batman moving forward? And do we want there to be a merger of these worlds? Do we want there to be a standalone Batman? Do we think that Robert Pattinson is the right Batman for the new universe? I was laughing so hard because I forgot you do that Zolaf thing. And then also I was retweeting the tweet that you sent, and it says Will Zazlav, and I thought you were calling him Will Zazlav. And I was like, wow, Kristian just can't get this guy's name.
I just don't like it. I think
just a lot of thoughts swirling in my head on if I was an exec, what actually would I be doing right now?
This is why he goes back to Zolaf, because this is...
Because otherwise depression sits.
No, it's just kind of like he's just kind of floating around right now, because it's like, what are you talking about? This does not fit in the DCU. It doesn't fit. You're clearly pressuring him. If you got James Gunn, now, as they say, this is by no means is something that's going to happen. It doesn't mean that it's gonna happen. It just means that there's probably reports of him going, hey, do you think it's possible? Because the Penguin's doing really well, and people are really pressuring we can get it back in 2026. Put that part of it. I understand the ask, but it's also someone who doesn't really understand. of what Matt Reeves is doing and what James Gunn is doing. Matt Reeves is doing more of what Nolan did in putting like the realism inside of the Batman stuff. It's the reason why he's not called Oswald Copperpot, and the reason why that the Penguin is more of like, he's not an actual penguin. He's not. He's just got these kind of kinks and these other things. Superman doesn't work in this world.
I don't disagree with anything you're saying. Of course, I don't think that Matt Reeves' Batman fits in the vision for what we are going to be doing with the DC. What are we calling it now? Not DCEU.
DCU. Just DCU.
To the DCU. Yeah. But I also feel like as a business executive, the question of should we be running two Batmans at the same time in our massive franchises is a valid question. It's a valid question.
Definitely.
Now, we can sit here as comic book fans and say, nobody's going to be confused by that. That's the way comic book works. It's absolutely fine to have two live action Batmans at once. We could say that.
People will be confused. I agree with you 1,000%.
Yeah. So I think it's worth, obviously, if that's your job, you have to be thinking about, okay, so what is the strategy? What do we do?
Well, I think that, yes, but I don't think that's necessarily his train of thought. I think for him, it's, Penguin doing really, really good. Batman, people love the Batman. They keep asking me about this. They want to do more of the Batman. Let's just, what does it matter? Just put the Batman as our Batman. That way you don't have to do another Batman. Go ahead and do it. Just make it, because he's thinking, because of the success of it, where what happened to James Gunn and Peter Safran is they inherited an entire slate of films that were coming out, whether it was The Flash, whether it was Aquaman, Shazam, any of these things. And he also inherited both the Batman and the Joker. And so they knew that if you're looking at it and you're strategizing, you're saying, well, both the Joker Part 2, and who knows after these reactions, but the Joker Part 2 and Batman are the ones that are going to be our hits. Those are going to be ones that we should probably continue doing. So let's get Matt Reeves in here. We'll get him a deal. Maybe he'll do a TV show. He's doing the Penguin. Make that part of the DCU. It is very confusing because.
What do you mean the Joker is what we should continue doing? You think that there should be multiple more Joker movies?
No. I'm saying that when they took over, the things that were on the slate was the Joker. They were already working on a sequel for the Joker. Yeah. So they had all that, and they're like, well, those are going to be hits. We should continue to do that. The other ones, I think that they kind of knew that there was a very good chance they weren't going to do well. And that's why there was all this kind of hyperbole, if you will, about this, how good it is and what it is. They're trying to get people in the theater. And that's why you never got a clear cut answer of, well, they're keeping the door open for all the actors that were in it, the Gal Gadots and all that. But then after the movies bombed, they were like, yeah, we're just starting over. But Batman,
except for with Amanda Waller, except for with Peacemaker.
And both because Gunn.
Brett. That's what I'm saying, Brett.
Yeah, Brett.
I'm adding all my.
And your mic sounds wonderful now. I'll tell you, the video looks good.
Oh, is it shit?
This is good to have you back. I'm just glad to have you back.
Oh no, it really is bad. You know what? I switched.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, it sounds like you're swimming underwater.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But you're good. But
I know that's what you were going for.
I know you were going to chime in, and you were going to have a.
Do you think he was being sarcastic, Kristian? You know Brett so well. When he went like this, do you think he was really agreeing with me, or do you think he was pretending to agree with me?
Pretending to agree with you.
Yeah, I was just trying to be active, an active listener, because I noticed that myself was just being completely.
It sounds.
Audio, man.
It sounds like you're in the halls of Congress. Yeah. So you see what you got to do. But
do you have a frame with no photo in it?
Don't worry, Big Balls was on there too. So Roxy,
yeah.
Continuing on with this is that I think it's a desperation move, because the other side of it is 2026 is when, because I guess maybe furthering your point, right? You could have somebody come in and go, well, look, we don't need to do the Muschietti thing, and to their point, the comic book movie where those movies didn't do well, we can let Muschietti off the hook. We don't need. And we don't have him now. We have Matt Reeves. He can now take over, and we make that part of the DCU. And then you have to have a conversation with Matt Reeves about can you make your world where Superman and all these things can exist? It's too messy. It's too messy overall.
I don't know. I would have to I feel actually very lucky that this isn't my job, because I do think that there is merit to doing that? And if not, okay, so say that the decisions that are made are that we do not want 2 live action Batmans on screen at the same time. Say that that's the decision that they'd make. So then do we just wait out the Batman universe while we introduce Superman in the other universe? And then when the Batman trilogy is done, or however many they
that'd be
do.
forever. You're looking at like 2030 before you're going to get to that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So it's messy.
Like
2029.
29, yeah.
It's messy.
For sure.
It's messy.
For
And I mean the first one, what, was 21 or 22? First one was 22. So it'll be 4 years later before, and I don't think it'll take 4 years from the second to the third, but what if it does? Then you're looking at 2030. So at least, you said,
Have they even announced that they're doing a third?
Yes, they announced that they were going to do a trilogy. They announced that they were going to do a trilogy.
So yeah, I think that, but it is a testament to the world that Matt Reeves has created, that the Penguin show is working. People want to see more. I don't think it's impossible for Superman to exist in that world. I don't feel that way at all. I just don't think that's the vision of the people you brought on to have a vision.
I think that from what they said, though, of what Matt Reeves gave an interview recently about how he was doing the same thing, essentially, he didn't use the words about. You guys can't hear it.
I heard something.
It was in the middle of Roxy was making a point, and this happened last week, and freaking the stupid comic book movie ad started playing, and then some music played. So somebody in the chat room says, "Get down." So stupid. I love it. Someone said, "Holy shit, I thought a wrestler was bustling in on the conversation." Oh, it's amazing.
Everybody's always trying to interrupt me.
Anyway, but yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do it. I'm not sure. Maybe the main guy in my old ass will do it, right, Rock?
I did figure out why my audio was bad. And
why? What
that's
happened?
what everybody's clamoring to. For some reason, it went to my iPhone microphone.
Oh, well, you fixed it. See?
Weird. Brett, did you see the guy on my old ass?
Yeah.
Were you so upset to not be here?
Yeah, that was pretty. That's all I missed about Los Angeles.
Yeah. That clip, because I think I even said, I said, "Where's Brett?" I think I said in the middle of that. It was so good. I think that the way you also were pretty great when you said, Roxy, when she goes, "I heard it. Yeah. It was so good. It was good.
I watched that. You ever do this where you're just self-indulgent? I watched it like 50 times.
It's funny.
I just kept watching it. I was sitting by myself, crying, laughing over and over again.
Yeah, it was funny.
Just because the way you spit out the word.
Yeah,
you couldn't help it. You were just
no. It was because it just it's in the middle of the conversation. That's what you're saying, and it's like it was good. And it went on longer, but you can only put so much into the shorts.
Yeah, totally.
But I don't know. Is there really anything else to say about the Batman? It's like, yeah, I think that you can.
What are the people saying? How are the people feeling about this? I haven't talked to anybody else other than you.
I haven't seen a lot of people talking about it. I think that most people agree that it's just like it doesn't, because from what I was saying before, by the way, is that Matt Reeves had given some interview where he pretty much said they're trying to a little bit more on the realism side of it, and there's not that kind of the supernatural stuff and all the superhero stuff going on. It's more like real. And if that's the case, the stuff that with lanterns and everything else that they're doing, it doesn't fit into that world. I just don't think it fits. But you'd have to make adjustments to it. And does Matt Reeves want to do that? And then the other question that they asked, I thought very well, was that is Robert Pattinson going to want to lock into being Batman into a ton of different movies? Or is he just like, oh, I signed up for 3 of these guys. That's all I want to do. I don't want to be the Batman DCU guy.
No, I think he would want to.
You think so? Because of the money?
I think he likes it.
Yeah.
I think he's well received. I think he's used to doing a 5-picture deal.
Sure. Whoa. Did you mute yourself?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That was
Good job.
I'm impressed with that.
I mean, otherwise you guys would have just blown out. That was crazy.
Yeah, like we're eating tacos or something. That was a really...
The devil just came through me.
That was good. Well, better than someone... Forget it.
Anyway.
Yep.
Used to a 5-picture deal. I mean, not that Twilight was the best. You could debate whether it was the best or worst thing for his career. But I think he would want it. I would want to. Wouldn't you?
Well, it just depends because there are some people that say, look, you're not getting anything better than this. Take the deal. He's pretty damn good. I think he's got a shot to. You can do Batman, and then keep on going. It's also interesting to me that Tom Holland keeps signing up for more Spider-Man movies, right? I guess kind of going to your point that it's tempting. You like doing it. You want to keep doing it because Tom Holland in this new deal is going to be playing Spider-Man until he's almost 40 years old or whatever, or maybe into his 40s.
Yeah, but like he's Spider-Man.
Right.
I mean, Spider-Man and Batman are the two that you want to be forever, I feel.
It's true. And in the same look, the argument could be, and I'm surprised no one has made it. I'm sure they're going to make it in the comment section very soon. Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman played Wolverine for a very, very long time and still is playing Wolverine. And he continued to do roles outside of Wolverine. He did many things. Who can forget the great Swordfish? No? Nobody?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody? Okay. But there's tons of stuff that he did. And he did stuff with Nolan. He did other things too. So I don't know. Brett, how are you feeling about all this?
I think it's really hard
Right.
in these situations for people to know what an actor would want to do for their long-term goal. Like, is Robert Pattinson fine just like maybe doing a film here and there and just living off that Twilight Skrilla? People say Skrilla. I don't even know if I used it right. Or because anybody any actor, that's not working that much would go, yeah, why wouldn't you want to be, Batman forever?
Right. That's and this guy could do it, and he could win Oscars. He could do other things too. So I don't know, but you're not wrong that you put a big enough check in front of somebody and say, hey, you're going to be doing this, and you're working with James Gunn doing these things. Andy Muschietti's going to be on for a bit, and not Andy Muschietti. Matt Reeves is going to stay on and do some stuff for a bit.
And you've already been well received. It's not a question mark if people are going to like your Batman.
Right.
People do like
people
your
like your Batman.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but Brett, are you watching the Penguin?
It's your birthday. Did everybody know that?
What in the chat?
Yeah, I just feel like because tell them.
I did tell him, and it says it in the title of the video.
Well, I don't know that, but I do know it's your birthday, so I
Thanks.
feel like this should be a knockout, drag out.
Like you mean, or a beatdown?
Yeah, we are
Roca?
doing the knocking out and the dragging out.
Yeah. Well, we got about 100 before we beat Roca.
Well, this should be a beatdown.
I don't think so.
Currently your birthday. Like today is the day.
Yeah.
Do you remember that in everything we're talking about? Like when we're talking about it, are you like, it's my birthday, it's my birthday?
I don't care about birthdays when it comes to that. Like,
You're not helping me.
I know, but I'll tell you why. Because I've made this point
helping.
before. That I think that who should get presents today? My mother.
Your mom.
Yeah, she's the one that she did the work. She did the work. So. Just saying.
Aren't you such a good son? Oh, my mom should get the presents today. Okay, cool.
Okay. Well, that's all I'm saying to you.
You were born. What day do you get presents?
Well,
Yeah.
On Father's Day. That's when I should get presents. Father's Day. From everybody.
Once a year.
Yeah.
Like for me, any reason to celebrate. Life is so wild and hard.
Yeah.
Any reason to celebrate. It's your birthday.
Yeah, okay.
What'd you request for dinner?
Well, Sadie wanted to do this whole thing where she wanted to make like shrimp and linguine and all this stuff. I said, don't bother. Just make like a chicken tenders and like mashed potatoes is fine. I don't want her to over because if I get home and she's all stressed out from managing the kids and making a dinner for me, that makes my life worse. I'd rather come home and have her be in a good mood.
Do you love chicken tenders?
I do like chicken with mashed potatoes when the butter kind of melts right in the middle of it. She did something pretty sweet though today. I will say that.
What'd she do?
She sent some. I haven't had good sushi here at all, and she sent DoorDash just sushi for lunch before we went on the air. She sent it to me.
How was it?
It was really good. It was a new place that she had found, and so she did a little surprise and sent it to me. It was really nice.
That's really nice.
Yeah. Have you watched her on the videos yet?
No, how'd she do?
She's really good. She's really good. Her and well, Tina was really good too. But I told you. Remember what I told you when you were goofing around? But you're like we're getting replaced, and I said, I told you who I was bringing in, and you were excited about me bringing in Sam, and I said, Sam's going to be a star. Sam's a star.
She is?
Oh, she's a star. We ready?
Good.
So the Deadpool reaction is already our most watched movie reaction that we've done. It just crossed 20,000 and growing.
Yay!
People love
Congrats.
it. Yeah, and then Deadpool 2 just went up right before we went on the air, and then her and I, she's coming over here right after we finish today, and we're going to do Deadpool and Wolverine.
So great.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's good. Look, we can do some, like, let's see if there's any other topics. You know what we'll do? We'll do TV. We'll do TV, and then we'll just get to the questions. And if people want to ask questions and sign,
They have to send in. I mean, yes, questions, and I appreciate questions, but also like happy birthday to Kristian, who started the whole network. That's the whole.
I don't want to pressure anybody. People here watching, people are watching. It's fine.
I don't feel like that's pressure. It's your birthday.
No, it's fine. All right, let's do some TV rocks.
Why are
Ready?
you so weird?
What's this all about, Rocks? What's this piece of shit?
No. You take those words right out of your mouth and you throw them behind you and you eat them because
Sadie's watching this.
What?
Sadie's watching this.
One of my favorite shows of the year.
Whoa!
It is absolutely one of my favorite shows of the year. Although I still have 2 episodes.
Sorry, I mean, I'm not doing this on purpose.
You are.
Nobody wants this.
I still have 2 episodes left, so I haven't finished it yet. But This is so good. I mean, this show is like unbelievable. It is a top 10 show for me so far this year. It is so cute. Adam Brody, Kristen Bell in like a odd couple rom-com drama that's really cringe in the way that like Rami or Dave or Curb Your Enthusiasm is cringe, but it's more sweet with more heart.
Yeah.
And as a lover, love, shipper, ships, their chemistry is off the charts.
I think Sadie really enjoys it because the other day we were watching something. She's like, "All right, fine. If you don't watch, I'll just watch my show." And then she was watching
like,
this. She
I've been like waiting. I'm 8 episodes in.
Okay.
I've been waiting at the end of the days to get to this show. You know, when you've got a show on your mind.
Totally. I was. Did you watch Wolves on Apple?
No, I heard it was bad.
That's what I feel. But then I feel like I'm in the minority because every other comment that I hear, people are going, "Oh, I liked it. It was good." I saw Tom Chalabash talk about it, say how much he loved it. Other people talking about how much they loved it. I thought you watched like Brad Pitt and George Clooney. Their chemistry is fantastic. Watching these kind of, the 2 of the goats, watching them together. But the story itself is like, and I would, next time Tom's on the show, I'll say it to him. I couldn't disagree with him more. He's like, "Oh, I wish this would have gotten theatrical release. It would have eaten so much shit if it was a theatrical release." The movie is not a theatrical movie at all, and it is okay at best. And I probably even given it a 2.9 out of 5. I thought the ending of it was it's convoluted. I didn't love it.
So it's rotten for you.
Yeah, I didn't love it. Sadie and I both went at the end of it. We're like, "That's it. That's how the end is." Like, bleh. But people
I still want to see it.
Yeah, you should definitely check it out.
Grammy is the one. Grammy called me and she had been so excited about it, and she said, "I hear it's trash." I was like, "Wow, yeah, I heard that too."
There you go. There's 2 more that I just did an overused one, and you just did an overused one. I did goat, which is an overused. Everything's a goat, and trash. That's a more like
but what's
millennial
wrong
thing.
with words that are
Overused. It just annoys me. It feels like people are just, everyone else is saying that. I should say it too. This is wild. It's trash. It's mid.
How dare you say that about Grammy?
I think that's first of all, very strange.
Yeah. You're really coming at Grammy today.
I know. Grammy gets a pass. Grammy gets a pass. I don't think
Grammy can use trash.
Yeah, because I don't think Grammy's trying to impress anyone.
Me.
Right. But that's okay.
She does the craziest shit. She makes up expressions every single day that I've never heard in my life.
I like that. Like what? Such as?
She claims are very popular expressions.
Yeah, see, I like that. See, when you're battle tested, you can do it.
She's like, "That's what happens when the spaghetti's in the milk." I'm like, "What?"
Fuck yeah, Grammy. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. That to me, because here's the thing. Spaghetti in the milk, go ahead and say it for a while. And then when they start overusing it, that's when it becomes lame.
She switches. That's Loki. Yeah. She is the creator of so many different phrases.
Good for her. That's why I always gave Brad Gilmore credit, because he would go away from the goat and say boat.
Yeah.
And I liked that.
Yeah.
That was
good. He is
good.
the boat.
He is.
You talked to Brad?
Yeah, he sent me, we were writing a book together, and it just didn't pan out.
What happened with that?
It didn't. It was just taking. There was too much time that we both just didn't have, and we weren't able to do it. All right, Roxy, let's keep going. So you have this one, which you love. It's on Netflix. Next one is whatever this is.
This is the new Ryan Murphy show.
Oh, okay.
What, Brett? What?
Oh, I've seen the billboard for this one.
Oh, good.
Valuable information.
I'm just telling you what popped into my brain when I went, because it's right down the street. I saw the billboard and it was all lit up, and that's why I keep things in my brain sometimes.
So this show, Grotesquerie, I don't really get it yet. I've seen 2 episodes. I think there's only been 2 episodes. I try all of Ryan Murphy's shows, which is a tough thing to do because he has 100 shows on air at a time.
Yeah.
But I do like a lot of his stuff. It just feels like American Horror Story so far, but I don't know. I'm going to give it more of a shot. It's not bad. It's just
mid.
Yeah.
Given the billboard, I thought, and I don't know, you said you don't get it, but I think what they did is they took grotesque and rotisserie and combined the two.
Well, here's a question. Brett, out of 10, what do you give the billboard?
Oh, the billboard's about an 8.5 because it did have lights and things on it, but I would have liked to known more about the show.
What is this rating system, Kristian? When did you
rating the billboard? Quite a while. I think I would say 1:27 p.m.
Yep.
That's in a minute. Do you think that one's overused? I'll see.
Yeah, and hot minute sucks. Hot minute sucks.
Okay,
yeah.
hot minute.
It's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. You know what I hate? I got one. I might hate the most. I'm a grown ass man. I hate when people say that. I'm a grown ass man. Shut up. No, you're not. If you're saying that, stupid. Be mature. All right, Roxy, go for it.
I'm a grown ass woman.
No, no one says that. What's that?
I'm a grown ass old man.
I like what you're doing there.
Yeah, I like this show a lot. It feels more soap opera-y this season, though.
That's what you said, yeah.
But I'm enjoying it. Have you started this?
It's the first episode. I dug it so far.
Yeah, I dig this show a lot. Mostly their chemistry, but yes, I'm in on this for sure.
And what about how's our boy doing in season 2?
I'm liking this show even better.
Tulsa King.
I was on the phone with my dad about this because him and his girlfriend are watching this show also because I got them onto it, and we're like completely obsessed with it because he is the most charismatic, like can't take your eyes off of him performer. There's something about Sly.
Yeah, no, you got like an old man fetish with this one.
I really do.
I know.
I am.
So if Sly was single and asked you out, would you go out with him?
It's crazy that you're asking me that because you know that I know his wife and his kids. So
wow.
I said if he was single.
I know, but he's not.
Oh.
So,
all right, fine.
I think that he is
get him on the show.
Really brilliantly talented. That is how I feel. Full stop.
I think
talented.
I think the answer is yes. Okay, here's the next one.
Oh, same one. You liked it that much?
How's the
Are
billboard?
you guys caught up on Penguin?
I am. I was asking Brett. Brett, have you seen this show yet?
I haven't seen shit.
Stupid ass. Go ahead, Rocky.
I think this show is excellent.
It's really good.
It's excellent. The world is amazing. It is what makes the earlier conversation that we were talking about even worth talking about because of what an awesome world they've created. I recommend this show to people who aren't comic book fans. I don't think you have to have seen the Batman.
Mm-mm.
I don't think that you have to know anything about Penguin as a character. I think you can just watch the show like you would watch any kind of mob show.
I agree.
And that's cool.
I agree. I think it adds something to it if you have.
Yeah, of course.
But I agree with you. I think
you won't be confused.
No.
You're not like, what's happening?
No,
here?
there's a couple references to the Batman movie, but in the same way that like this is why I introduced Sam to this whole X-Men franchise with Logan. And people are like, what are you doing that for? She hasn't seen it. She can't relate to it. And I was like, because I want to see if a movie like Deadpool and Wolverine, which is a $1.2 billion movie, that not everybody who saw that movie was all caught up on the X-Men. How does it play to the average person? So I had her watch Logan first because it does relate to Deadpool and Wolverine, and she's loving watching it like this. And she's watching, and she wants to go back and watch the X-Men movies now because now she can relate to it. But it's like the same way. She's not lost, and I think that's why. Sadie hasn't really seen the Batman. We're gonna watch the Batman. She and I don't think she'll like this show. I don't even think she'll like the Batman, but we're gonna watch it. We'll see.
What do you
I got
mean
an
you haven't
immediate.
really seen it?
She started to watch it, bailed on it after about 20 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you saying, Brett?
I got an immediate from my wife, and I didn't.
Did she like the Batman?
I believe so. Yeah, we both like that one. I don't know if she thinks she hasn't seen anything about it and thinks it's like a penguined up guy. Maybe that's why she was. But I'll have to grill her on it later. But
Does
yeah,
she like
I was.
crime shows or movies?
Oh yeah,
And she would like this. It's really good. It's really good. And all right, let's close this up.
All right, let's.
I can't believe how much I'm loving this show.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to say that every week until I'm not, I guess. But like, I loved this episode. I thought that it was so fun. Catherine Hahn is absolutely holding it down, but I felt like the stakes were high. I felt excited by it. I just think it's really, really good.
And it's still, I mean, so you look at, they released the numbers, and we talked about this on the show yesterday. And at first I
How
thought
are the numbers?
well, I thought when I said it looked like because they were announcing it, it's like, oh, they're really happy with these numbers, like a 9.2, whatever it was. And if you look at it, that was globally. So globally, it's not a great number, right? Because I think even Acolyte on episode 1 did like 11 or something along lines like that. However, the difference is what we found out yesterday is that the Acolyte cost $230 million to make, which is a crime. And this show, I think, is one of the lowest budgets. So, you know, there's a less of a standard to try to hit. As long as
I'm not surprised that it's not performing unbelievably because I think this show is for the me's and there's not as many me's.
I got such pushback from that, Roxy. I got such pushback from people who didn't understand. They continued to not understand what I was saying, where I was like,
What did they say?
I was saying that this show is aimed
I know
towards-
what you said.
Yeah,
What
right.
did they say?
That's not true. I'm a single white straight man and I'm enjoying the show. I said I never said you couldn't enjoy it.
course,
I said I
yeah.
never said you couldn't enjoy it. I said it wasn't aimed for you. It's the first person that they were going for
Like,
was
Bluey's not aimed for me, but I
you can
love
enjoy
watching
it.
Bluey.
Yeah, and it's like it was like this whole thing. I was like, I'm just not getting into it because there's so many people who just weren't getting what I was saying. It's like I am not the target demographic for Agatha. I think the show is well written. I think it is fun. I'm enjoying watching it with my wife. It is not targeted at me. It's not. And I think it's one of the reasons why they said it's a lower budget and why it's a lower number.
Yeah, that's so odd. I mean, I don't even know what to make of that because how could you not understand that there's different target demos for different shows?
I don't know.
That's very strange.
Yeah.
Would you say it's wild?
Yeah, I would.
It's wild that people were saying that. Okay. Well, look, we did it. We covered some stuff. And now we have 41 questions. That's a good number, Rox.
41 on your birthday?
That's a good number. Everybody
I
gets
feel
more.
like it's better than 40.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a good number. I like this number, and I think it's a very kind number from everybody who's putting in there.
okay.
So,
Good.
and Roca hit. I don't know how Roca hit what he hit yesterday, but he hit it. It was big, 131. So
Roca has a really good demanding way about him.
he wasn't being demanding on the show yesterday. No, you're not wrong, but he wasn't being demanding on the show. I think
He's very well liked.
Shelby Y. Hey, Roxy, will we get more Yellow Jackets? I loved the show because you told me to watch it, and I just want more, but it's MIA. Do you think that these huge gaps between seasons is hurting a show's longevity?
Pretty sure. Let me look it up right now, but I'm pretty sure Yellow Jackets comes back this week.
Oh, well, maybe
Let me look.
Shelby's going to be happy.
Yeah, I think it comes back like extremely soon.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see.
Let me see.
You check that, and hey,
I know I'm not Roxy, but I think that long releases do hurt some shows because of how much there is out there and how much you kind of get sidetracked.
I was wrong.
Oh, Mike.
It comes back in 2025.
Oh, okay. Well, at least it comes back. Mike Joyce. Hey, Brett, what's your favorite memory of me?
All of them.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint just one.
Oh.
Your favorite memory of Kristian?
Of Mike Joyce.
No, he's saying me. Me.
Oh, favorite memory of Kristian?
Yeah.
Oh, all of them. Just give me a second.
All right, Roxy, what's your favorite memory of me?
I don't know about my favorite memory of you, but I know the one that when I'm annoyed or mad at you that I remind myself of.
Which is what? Which is what?
Because I love you and I think about this moment.
Which one?
And then I'll really try to think of favorite memory.
Okay.
My most like appreciative moment of you is when we were sitting in the theater and you got me a therapist.
Oh, well, of course.
Because I was drowning.
That's a good one. I like that memory.
And like didn't know what to do. And everybody else I had talked to that I said I was drowning and broke and didn't know what to do was like, that is super tough. And you were like, oh, let me see if I can do something about it. And I wasn't expecting that when I brought it up to you. I didn't even mean to bring it up to you. I was just so unwell. But then I think about that, which really, really helped change my life. So,
oh, I love that.
That's one.
I like that. That's a good memory. And then,
wow. And I was going to say when Kristian convinced the limo driver on my during my bachelor party to go to a bar that was 45 minutes away because it was the bar next to his house, and he then got a free ride home.
Is that true?
Yeah, yeah.
I believe it.
You convinced
to go to St. Nick's.
Like, he loves St. Nick's, And we got there, and I think they were even closing. And you're like, "Oh shoot! All right, see ya."
No way I did that. I mean, there's no way it was closed. What time did we get there? The bar closed at 2 in the morning.
I think it was closed for people who were in our state.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
that makes sense.
We returned.
Where did we go? I don't remember, dude. My memory's so shot. You could have told me that you didn't even have a bachelor party. I wouldn't.
We started in Manhattan Beach and somehow ended up at St. Nick's. So
wow. Okay, so I guess this is the same thing. So Mike Joyce says, Brett, what's your favorite thing about Kristian?
His power of coercion.
Perfect.
Same thing.
Yeah, super,
oh my God! Remember that fight we got into on Collider about that?
It was still yeah. And I had that. Oh my God! I had a perfect argument against that with you from The Boys, or was that The Boys or something else? It's a different movie. Oh my God! It was a movie, and I was like, oh, I got to bring it up to Roxy because I know that she loves this character. And there's no way she thinks she's evil. I can't remember, but anyway. And then Roxy, what's your favorite thing about me? Is what Mike wants to know.
I think. I don't know if it's the number one, but you've just like provided for so many of your loved ones for so many years. So like every person from Schmodown, you brought so many people together, given so many people work, but also made so many friendships and then like marriages and stuff too.
Well, look, that's what I'm going to say about this. I've known you 10 years. You've said more nice things in this too than Brett's had said to me in your entire life. I've known Brett for 20 some odd years. Okay.
I say nice things about you all the time. Just you're not usually in the room.
No, you normally do. Derek Johnson. You're dead to me. Derek Johnson. There's some red flags.
Oh no, I have a real one. I got a real one.
Go ahead.
I've always admired Kristian's ability to, when somebody says you can't do that, he's like, "Fuck you, I'm doing it," and it works in his favor. And I envy that quality because I do personally wish I had that, because then I could make more better at things.
Make more better. Thank you, Brett. I like that. And it was very nice. Derek Johnson has been super nice to this whole channel recently. There's some red flags going up. I just don't get the feeling that Gunn is going to have the control necessary to correct this ship. I told you before I'd wait until Superman, but I'm getting deja vu. Well, I mean, look, he's not. That's not. It's not a definite. It's not a definite that this is going to happen with the Pattinson thing. So I wouldn't get too nervous yet. He said, "I just feels deja vu with the small whispers at first. Then a movie or project doesn't bring in $1 billion, and voices get louder. Rumors of interference start. I just feel like we've been down that road before. Now that is potentially true in the way that executives start to panic." And then Derek says, "Happy birthday, Kristian. May not be able to do a bunch of small ones, but I'll donate big instead." That's, dude. What you've done for this channel is Derek the Great. But yeah, look, there's always that possibility. If Superman does well, they'll leave him alone. They'll leave him alone. But if it doesn't do well, he's going to be in trouble. Would you agree with that, Rox?
It's almost like timeline wise, that's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
Because they already will have had to have made other moves leading up to that.
Yes. It's true.
So I don't know. Send in the Streamlabs, send in your favorite thing about Kristian, because I liked that question, and it would be cool to hear all of your guys' favorite things about Kristian. Yeah, I think that would be difficult, but I'm not panicked in any way, shape, or form. I don't think we have reason to be yet. So
yeah, I agree.
I'm still on board.
Hayden, the general public can connect easier if there's one on-screen Batman. And also, the DCU is already off to a good start if you canonize the Batman. I understand the reasoning behind it. It's just a matter of like if they really have to make adjustments to the approach and the tone. That's the thing. So
you're seeing Joker tomorrow.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, but are you hearing mixed things on it?
I'm hearing more negative than positive, unfortunately.
I keep hearing the word confusing.
Yeah,
which is that's bizarre.
I know. So it's wild. All right. So here's Mike Joyce. Who has better crazy eyes when used, Roxy or Kristen Milioti?
I think me.
She's pretty good though. But yeah, you got good ones.
She's so good. She is so good.
Yeah.
That would be Steph texted me afterwards and was like, "This is a perfect role for you." And I was like, "Thank you for getting me."
Yes, that's true. I want to give a shout out to Roger Paulson. We just began memberships on the channel after you guys, the audience, has been telling me to do it for about 2 years.
What's a member on a channel?
So we're essentially offering a lot of the same stuff that we do on Patreon, but we're going to also do like the unedited versions of the reactions and a few special videos. I might do some videos with Sadie and myself, and just members have on it. And people have asked me to do it forever. And questions, we'll highlight questions from members and put them in here. But we finally did it. PLD has been pushing me to do it for a bit. We just launched it today, and Roger Paulson signed up, and he was our first. He was our first member. So I was excited to have Roger on there. So you can be a member if you want. Nick Vaughn. I get trying to use Pattinson, who audiences already like as Batman for the DCU, but I just don't see this Batman fitting into Gunn's universe. That is going to be way more fantastical. I couldn't agree with you more. That's exactly how I feel. I think that's my point.
Yeah, and you and I also spoke last week about that question: who would win in a fight, Affleck, Bale, or
people didn't like our
Robert
answer.
Pattinson? Yeah, and neither of us said Robert Pattinson, and I kind of think you want to say whoever the new Batman is who you want to think is going to win in the fight in that universe moving forward.
Yes, and then the next one. Here is from Nick Vaughn. I also don't see Pattinson as the type of actor that wants to be tied up in an ongoing cinematic universe. He seems more interested in doing independent films than franchise stuff for big checks. Yeah, we made that point too. And I don't necessarily disagree with Roxy that, you know, he might love to do it, might want to do it, and because of that, he's going to have really good experiences and he'll want to sign up to it. But I don't know.
I think he was trying to get so hard away from Twilight.
Yeah.
With like all of the independent lighthouse, all the movies that he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was just really trying to be like, this is not the type of actor I am. And now he's not thought of as that type of actor. So I think he has more freedom to just do what feels right.
Yeah. Roman, the great Roman. I love Roman. Happy birthday, Krish. Thank you. Hope you're doing something fun to celebrate today. Yeah, I'll be with the family, and then we're going to do a thing. I do wish that Roxy and Brett were here this weekend because it's going to be a lot of fun with the crew, and it'll be nice. It would be nice to have them there, but they don't.
Do I know anybody who's coming?
Yeah, I mean, well, Sam will be there. So you met Sam via phone. I don't know if you ever met my friend James the Pinto, who I've talked about many times over. Barnaby, who I've talked about many times over. My friend Alex, who I told you about, the one that ditched me at the wedding that we talked to on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
what do they call you?
Mostly my name, but
Christian.
yeah, some some of my earlier friends will call me Chris, and I don't correct them on it. But my wife is like, "What did they call you?" Like, nobody calls you. No, you're not allowed, you don't let anybody call you that. I was like, "Yeah, but when I was growing up, I was like,
Nobody calls you Harloff.
no, not really, no." All right, this one.
You're such a guy who would have a nickname, but you don't.
No, I usually give the nicknames. Roman Fedorak, Roxy, and Brett. Awesome to see you guys as always. What are some of your favorite film scores for you guys? Definitely Lord of the Rings for me. Howard Shore is my favorite. Also Hans Zimmer score for Blade Runner 2049 and Williams NH8. I'll give you A New Hope. I'll give you a good one. The one that I like a lot is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind by John Bryan. It's a really good one. But Roxy, do you have one that you listen to scores?
Yeah, I do, especially when I'm trying to learn my lines.
What's your go-to?
I hate having other words go on. Inception.
Oh, it's a great one. Time.
Yeah, really good. The opening to Forrest Gump.
Oh, it's a good one too.
Yeah, I have a lot.
Those are good.
Recently, like a lot of animated ones, like the Inside Out one was so great too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Brett, got one?
I don't. Yeah, it's not something that I seek out or whatever. I recognize good ones and stuff, but I've always loved a good like soundtrack that has a bunch of mixtures of music. The Royal Tannenbaums one is one of my favorites.
Your mother was a terribly attractive woman.
What's that?
You guys know I haven't seen any of his movies other than Isle of the Dog.
Oh my God. Your mother was a terribly attractive woman. Such a great
I keep telling Greg.
Oh, you got to watch those. It's so good. All right, so Roman comes back. He says, I also want to express my gratitude to all the hosts and co-hosts. Thank you, Brett, for being a part of this show, and welcome back. Roman's been is one of the most supportive people.
Thank you, Roman.
Anytime you want to, you think of how bad the internet is, just read one of Roman's comments, and then that'll put you in a good mood.
What number are we at? And are people telling you what they hope for your birthday?
Well, I don't know yet, but right now we're at 46. I can tell you, I know that, but I don't know as far as what they're saying. Mike Joyce says
46 is more than 41, but a little less than 130.
That's true. Kristian, what was your wildest birthday? There was a picture of me somewhere, and I could probably post it when I find it, but I was at St. Nick's, the bar that he was talking about, and I was and there's a picture of me laying on the stairs. Remember that place on Blackburn I lived on, Brett?
Yeah.
And I'm laying on the wood stairs. It looks like a bad Nike commercial. I have these Nikes on, and I'm just face first into the stairs. And it was I think that was the last time I ever got that hammered. And it was that was the birthday. I think it was the birthday of the year that I started dating my wife, and that was the end of that.
What year would that have been then?
2007.
Wow.
So,
I was in high school.
Cool. The Fan Awakens. No, we don't need that. The longtime viewer, first time chatter. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. And thank you for your first time chat. What's a movie that never made it to screen that you still want to see? For me, it's Mouse Guard. A reboot, if done correctly, of Flash Gordon in a more serious tone. I think that if you get the right person to do it, you could really bring it alive. But the problem is there's so many morons that can't do it. So you guys got any ones for that?
Man, it's when somebody asks you what should be rebooted, it's like you think about your favorite movies of all time, but then that's not really always the answer. I've always kind of thought that there's room for, and I understand that this is Crazy Town USA, but like a full-blown Wizard of Oz reboot.
Wow.
Even though it's like the most unbelievable movie ever.
Yeah, it's tough.
I'd be curious how they would do it.
If you're gonna do it, you do it in when it hits 2030. Was it 230? Was it 100?
Right,
was it 1938?
year.
We're doing 100 year if you're
reboot.
gonna do it, but I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like similar to A Star Is Born, I feel like you could every 100 years reboot it. That's not what A Star Is Born does, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Day Napper, is Kristian getting older or younger today? Please never grow up. No, I won't. I think it's because of the fart. Thank you for that.
Spelt.
Ian Davis, very serious question for all three of you. What is the best chip? I believe that it is a Cool Ranch Dorito. I would love to hear your picks. I'll tell you what I've been eating a lot of lately, and it's going to be the worst answer for anybody. Cheddar cheese rice cakes. Yeah, I know. But they're not actually cheese, Roxy. But they just have a flavor to it. Can you not eat the flavor either, or is it just cheese?
Yeah, because usually it has these cheese cultures in it.
Oh, well, it's good. And I've been eating those. But that's what I'm
I
eating
love
right
Cape Cod chips. I love sea salt chips, just Cape Cod chips. You don't know Cape Cod chips?
now. Yeah, they're good.
I couldn't hear what you said. Yeah, no, I know.
Cape Cod
Yeah.
chips are delicious.
There's only one chip that I've had that doesn't have cheese on it that I hate, and it's Pringles. I think Pringles make the worst chips of all time.
Oh, I used to like
It
Pringles.
tastes like cardboard to me.
Brett, how about you?
Bugles.
Those are good ones. Bugles are good ones.
What's that?
I can't eat them anymore, but they're kind of made of that same material that Pringles are made out of.
Pringles?
But they're in Bugle.
Pringles?
Yeah. No, like that kind of. I don't. It's. I heard Pringles are horrible for you, which I hate because I could eat a whole jar of those.
Yeah, they're not
I
good.
love the Trader Joe's take on Takis. So good.
Roxy,
Oh yes.
watch Roxy get happy because she's not happy when we're on the show, but somebody else is on the show right now. Mark Ellis writes, "Happy day to the biggest pizza snob I know, Brett. Oh. I love you as much as I hate this schmobot. Celebrate your big day with that amazing Predator costume. Go Orioles." Well, everything you said there was a lie, except the fact that I was a pizza snob, which is true.
The best of all time. No one is greater. I love him.
He's the best. No, I've definitely been have not lost touch with my boy Ellis. We've been talking quite a lot. We text each other a lot, and I'm trying to get him to come stay for the weekend. He said, yeah, he's going to do it, but we just got to figure out when he's got like a weekend off, and we'll take him to a few of these pizza places.
Well, weekend off. Weekends are his work.
Yeah, she's going to say he's going to take one weekend and figure it out. Thank you, Ellis. You're the man. Matt Sinister McCall, happy birthday to the greatest YouTuber ever, Brett. Oh, Brett, you're the best painter since Bob Ross. Roxy, is Greg going to react to the Terrifier series? I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
We just watched. Spoiler. We just watched it. So.
Oh, okay, good.
Another spoiler. I have never felt so ill after reaction in my entire life.
Ooh,
so
it was tough. Huh?
Do you guys know the Terrifier series?
No.
No.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my god.
Oh, rough, huh? I don't want to know.
Oh my god. I mean, I only just watched the first one. I hear the second one's even more gruesome, but I've never seen something more gruesome in my
Who'd you watch it with? Tara?
No, with Greg.
Oh, you watched it with Greg. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is funny though, because it's called Terrifier,
Yes,
and the
and you were
lead
terrified.
girl's name is Tara.
Oh.
And usually Tara and I do all of the, but it was me and Greg.
Just couldn't do it. Okay, interesting. Pete Parker, 2288. When is the Big Balls, Finstock, and Roxy show going to happen? Look, do you understand how much I would love for that show to happen?
Wasn't it his birthday this week?
Big Balls?
No.
Oh,
Finstock.
yes, it was the 29th.
I missed it.
Yeah, I missed it too. But yeah, the I would love that. But you'd have to actually try to lock him down, and then you'd have to try to get Roxy to engage with Big Balls for more than 35 seconds before she just bails. Yeah,
It's a no from
she
me.
does not like Big Balls. Armada, happy birthday! Thank you, Armada. Very kind. You're one of our contributors here all the time. And this is Scott Cross. Happy birthday! Now you know. How you doing? Now you know. And listen, it's nice to see you. Now you know. I had Barnaby tell me that I should consistently do the character. He said I would be a millionaire. So I don't think that's true. Edison Crawley, just wanted to show support and say happy birthday. You and the crew bring me so much laughter, joy, and escape. Keep doing what you're doing. That's very kind. Thank you, Edison. Very nice and humbling. Really appreciate that. That's very, very nice. That was hilarious. Okay, so let's see. Is there more? There's more. Yes,
I hope that they're telling you how they feel.
Look at this podcast. Happy birthday, Harloff. Over the past year and a half, you got me back into the movie bubble. I love that. That's great. I always love when people say that. And if we can bring some more joy and get you back excited about it, amazing. Saw Joker 2 last night. Very mixed on it, to be honest. Good performances, but has a lot of ideas that aren't fleshed out. That's what I think Roka said too. So, yeah, I'm getting more and more
Where do you
nervous.
stand on the is it a musical or not a musical thing?
Have to see it first.
Yeah.
Before I make
No,
that-
I was asking him.
Oh, well, let's see what he says. You come back and let us know. Joey Pedras, I feel like the DCU Batman has to be a blend of Affleck and Keaton. Which way do you think it should lean? Happy birthday, Kristian. Thank you, Joey. I think the DCU, they got to make it fresh. They got to make it their own. If it's a blend of all of them, sure, but I don't know. I don't know how I want to just see them do something that I'm like, okay, that Batman fits into everything they're trying to do here. Rox, would you agree with that?
I'm more curious to see what they do with their Bruce Wayne than I am with their Batman.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he sets the tone as much.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
But yes.
Okay. Derek the Great. I think after some hindsight, they should have rebooted the entire thing and just have a clean slate. The Joker and Batman are both scheduled to be trilogies, and we still have Gunn's Superman and Batman team-up movie. Yeah, that was my earlier point, was that's the problem when you have, Zolaf up there going, hey, there's some money to be made here. We're gonna cut it down. And I understand the question, but that's what's going to happen. You can't do it. They should have done a fresh reboot, but there was no way they were going to do it, especially with, as Roxy said, the Batman was just too popular. Scott Cross, with Halloween right around the corner, when can we expect a rewatch of The Munsters? Oh my God, don't make me do it. Have you ever watched that one, Roxy?
No.
Oh my God, have Greg watch The Munsters. You and him watch The Munsters. I dare you.
Is it good?
No, it's horrendous.
Oh really?
Oh, it's horrendous. Brett and I did
I thought people love the Monsters.
not the Rob Zombie
I don't think
version.
you have to be a Monsters fan to know that it's horrendous.
It's really,
I've never seen the Monsters.
yeah, it's bad. Brett and I people liked our reaction to it, but now Brett was the champion with how many? What do we have? 17,000 views or something on that Elemental reaction, but that was surpassed yesterday. I'm sorry, Brett.
You guys did Elemental?
Yeah, it was. We did that. We were going to start reaction videos on the channel about a year ago, and I didn't have the time or capacity to do it in LA when I was there, or the means. So, but now I can do them. So,
is it paying off?
So far, yeah, so good. And people seem to like them. I listen to the audience. If the audience digs it, then I keep doing it. And the audience seems to like it. So, Armada, our Anaconda Brett. Now that's wild. True. Ezekiel says, happy birthday. Thank you, Ezekiel. The Dart Double, 05. When is Big Ball serenading Harloff? He doesn't like me. He only comes here to harass Roxy, and I told him that HR is working today, so he's not going to do it. Victor Bettina puts in a happy birthday. Thank you, Victor. Buster Barnes, when the DCU Batman shows up, we'd have to already had the Batman Part 2. So I don't think confusion should be much of an issue, as we'd only have to get past Part 3 then. There'll just be one Batman again. Yeah, I think one Batman eventually will happen. It's just they got to lead up to it. They want to make money. That's what it is. So yeah, it's going to be confusing. Roxy nailed it. Galmade Labelle, just wanted to say happy birthday, Kristian. Love your show. Seeing Megalopolis tonight. Wish me luck. Yeah, have you seen that one, Rox?
No, I heard that's another stanker.
Oh, yeah, that's supposed to be one of the and it bombed. You know which one that is, Brett?
Yeah, that's the one I did the review for.
You did the trailer for
reaction.
it. That's right. That's right.
But it was a fake trailer, apparently.
Yeah, well, the one that you saw, but it is it's not doing well at all. And
didn't it cost
it looks cool.
He paid for it, and it cost so much money.
$100 million out of his own pocket. It made $4 million opening weekend. It's bad. Armada, is Brett locked in a museum? Kind of looks like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the way he did that though. Josh Needle, I'm torn. The Batman's my favorite Batman movie, and we don't know how grounded the DCU is going to be yet. So maybe they can make it work. But unless it's something Gunn and Reeves want, it is a bad idea. Brett, your take?
Yeah, I think if it's something they want, then that's a bad idea.
Fair enough.
No, the opposite of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Someone in that article said that he was everyone's favorite Batman, I feel like. And I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, no one knows. Josh Needle, thank you. So, let's see. Next one here, and that is Galaghost, the great Galaghost, who recently got married to the great Jen Kemp. So, happy birthday, my friend. Hope it's the best one yet. Love you three. Roxy, I'm going to watch the Rejects Dracula episode while donating platelet Slater Smash Cancer. Thank you so much. Did you watch the Dracula one? Which Dracula did you watch? The Bram Stoker's?
Stoker's,
so
which
good.
I hadn't seen.
Oh, it's so good.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah. The only one who's not great in that movie is Keanu Reeves, but
I still thought he was excellent. His accent isn't great, but
he famously talks about, him and Coppola talk about how he was not good in that movie, but it's like, but he's the most likable guy in the world, so you still root for him.
yeah.
But he just said he just was not prepared. Ezekiel Barrera, picking up from Singer. Did you watch Joker 2? I have not seen Joker 2 yet, but we're gonna. I see it tomorrow. Roxy sees it tomorrow, so very excited for that. I don't know yet. I don't know. I was so pumped for that one, and I'm all. Oh, Roxy, you loved Saturday Night, right? You don't know my whole. I missed it. I missed the screening.
I heard that you had train issues or something.
Yeah, it was the worst.
Yeah, Saturday Night was amazing.
That's what I heard.
And it's so funny because I always go to look for your reviews of things because I get curious.
Yeah.
And I knew you had told me you were going, and I kept looking, and I was like, huh, I
Yeah,
don't know, maybe
that
you
was
didn't
it.
like it.
No, that was me going to the ferry instead of and eating nachos at a bar. You would have liked this bar though, Brett, that I found. Next time you come visit, we'll go. Simon Section,
I really liked the movie. I'm super curious your guys' thoughts.
I'm going to definitely see it. I would wish Kristian a happy birthday. However, Mr. Chairman doesn't think birthdays are a big deal. But Kristian is to me. Thank you. We're on a mission. 007. I love that special ed song. So good. Brett, you have something to say?
No, I just said yeah.
What else?
Oh,
you can tell he's left his desk. I don't know for what purpose, but his voice
he's
got
gonna
far.
fart into the microphone. I bet.
No. Come on. All right, here we go. So this is the next one here.
Do I know Kristian or do I know Kristian?
No. So now, let's see the next one. Thank you so much for that one. We have 63 so far, Rox. You
Wow,
did
63 is better than 43, but it is really close to 130.
No, it's not too far away. Buster Barnes, WB should know. 2 Batman equals 2 monies. Happy birthday. I mean, that's a good point that we didn't really make. That if they both deliver, that's extra cash in the bank. If people are confused or not confused and they're making money, then who cares, right?
I don't feel like there's a direct correlation between 2 Batmans makes 2 monies, because if you use that Batman in other movies, I think what they mean is like with action figures and stuff like that. But
no, I think he's saying if you have if you're running 2 Batmans at the same time, and they both do well, that's 2 Batmans putting cash in the bank.
You mean 2 standalone Batman?
So like
movies?
let's say I know he won't be because he's doing something else. Let's say Jensen Ackles becomes the Muschietti Batman. And so that one comes out in 2028. And then the Robert Pattinson movie comes out, part 3 comes out in 2029. So you essentially have 2 Batman at the same time, and they're both doing well. Well, then you're just putting money into the bank. But
yeah, but if instead you're using the other Batman and you're putting him in a Superman movie, it's gonna put money in the bank too.
I don't disagree with you. I'm just saying that if you have this more.
Yeah, I hear him.
Yeah. Mike Joyce, has Big Balls ever talked to Flirtenfloss? I think the Flirtenfloss has been retired. Flirtenfloss hasn't made an appearance in how long? I mean, where is he, Brett? Where's he been?
He's flouncing around these United States.
Oh, is he in the States?
Finding love and all the wrong place.
Good. That's still a storyline that I'm so bummed never took place in this Schmodown. What a great storyline that was. So bummed. Haskell 420. Hey, yeah. Warner Brothers, Brett and Roxy, and happy birthday, Kristian. Thank you. Top 2 deli sandwiches. Me. Bacon, egg, cheese with extra bacon. And chicken cutlet on toasted garlic hero with melted mozzarella and bacon. This new Brett, I
don't feel like that first one's a deli sandwich.
Yeah, it is. For in the mornings, here they are for sure. But
yeah, I wouldn't call it a deli sandwich. When you think of deli sandwich, you think bacon, egg, and cheese?
In the mornings, yeah. Delis, they make
I would go to sub shops and get bacon, egg, and cheese minus the cheese, but I wouldn't call it a deli sandwich.
All right. Well,
controversy.
Let me tell you, Brett, that I'm so bummed because you know that deli that's across the street from us here? Yeah. It's okay. There's a deli that's a 5-minute walk that's like an old school Italian deli, and it is so good. That's where we should have been getting our sandwiches when you were here. Next time. Yeah. Chris Jones. Oh,
you're not gonna name him?
The answer to that is I go with honey turkey, lettuce, spicy mustard, jalapenos, pickles, tomatoes, onions, and then then I'll get a meatball sub from this place. This meatball sub over the course of 2 days, dude. This meatball sub place was no joke, serious stuff. And then Chris Jones says, next time Brett comes to visit, any chance of a reaction together for old time's sakes? Yes. Anything you want to watch together, which you haven't. Yeah, next time he comes in town, we weren't. You got to remember that when Brett was here for the last 2 times, he was essentially setting up everything, so he didn't really have a chance to record anything. I mean, it was active by the time he left, but he was like, I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm going back to my family. But so next time he comes into town, he is coming into town again because we're going to be doing some stuff for Matt Serra's channel. Matt keeps asking me about it, by the way. I haven't talked to you about it yet, but we got to figure that out. Because he's going to be setting Matt up for like VR for Matt's channel. And so Brett will come in and we'll probably do some stuff here. Mr. I Crap and Shits, of course. Happy birthday, Kristian. Have a great one. Thank you, Mr. Crap and Shits. Always love when you show up. Breakfast all day.
Is Mr. Crap and Shit?
Crap and Shits.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of those names. Jesse Escamilla. Happy birthday, Kristian. Been following you since the AMC. Thank you so much, Jesse. And Derek Johnson throwing in a little bit of support there. So let's see. Now we get Malk Ethic. Roxy, have you watched the first episode of Matlock with Kathy Bates? No spoilers, but it had an interesting twist.
No, I hear it's going to be really great. And I don't think I'm allowed to say who yet, but one of my friends is in several episodes.
Oh, that's great.
Kristian, one of our friends, is in several episodes.
I think I know.
And
Derek?
so I'm...
Yeah, it's Mr. Crap and Shits, isn't it?
Mr.
So I can't wait to watch and support this show, and I will for sure.
Jesse Escamilla. Recently watched Entourage. So good. Thoughts? Yeah, that's another one that retroactively, we had this whole conversation. I hate another thing about how people go back and watch old things and then they want to cancel the shows and they're problematic, and Pretty Woman's problematic, American Pie is problematic, Entourage is problematic. It's like, leave me alone. Well, let me watch the stuff that I watch. I like Entourage a lot, and I think it's a really good show. And I even like the movie.
Never seen it.
Never seen Entourage? Wow.
No, auditioned for it. Never
wow.
saw it.
What did you audition for?
Just a
Busey.
co-star or whatever. It was a little thing. Nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't audition for like the pilot or anything like that.
Oh, man. Someone said John Amos died. Oh. Love John Amos. Dies at 84. Man, people are dropping like flies the last couple of days.
I know.
Love John Amos. Coming to America. Die Hard 2. Nick Vaughn. Showing support also. Love the rock star look, Roxy. Happy birthday, Kristian. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I was going to say something about your kind of rocker, gothy kind of thing you got going on. It's
My
very
dad
nice.
sent me this shirt. It's The Rock of Boston, WBCN, and it's so comfortable. That's kind of...
Yeah, okay.
That's it.
Wicked Art. The great Wicked Art. Wish I could give more. Nah, stop me. Give enough. But happy birthday, and thanks for helping me get through my days with your shows. Thank you for consistently being involved with it. You're the best, and I can't wait for people to see your full-on comic series when we do it. Robert Jacinta. Has Big Balls ever gotten a Hawk Tua? Happy B-Day. Not only has he gotten them, I think he's given them. Yeah, he goes all over the place. He does some stuff.
He's an equal opportunity.
Yeah, he really is.
Kind of guy.
The Fan Awakens. I'm going to let Roxy answer this one. SNL does a Kristian Harloff show skit. Which cast members plays you guys? Past and present members on the board appreciate you guys.
I have no idea. I think probably I'm Kristen Wiig, right?
Well, I think that they meant
Who plays us?
past and present members on the board. Yeah, which cast members play? Like, yeah, who plays? So
Don't you
Kristen
think
Wiig.
that-
So you think
don't you
Kristen
think she
Wiig
would play me?
Kristen Wiig would play you? Yes.
You don't think so?
Yeah. Or you know who else? The one from the Bear.
Oh, yeah.
The sister from the Bear.
Yeah, I can't
Gabby
remember.
Elliott.
Chloe something. Yeah.
Oh.
And even Chloe.
She's Chris Elliott's daughter,
Yes,
right?
maybe. And then the other one another one who could play you was the
You're not thinking of Chloe Feynman, are you?
Yeah, from the
No.
Bear, right? No, that's somebody else. Chloe Feynman could do it too.
I know who she is, but
Yes, no,
she
it is
has to be
Elliot.
Chloe.
Yes, it is Elliot. And then the other one that could play you was shoot. Man, I can't remember. Oh, the one that's in Shrinking. I can't. I'm so bad with names. The one who freaking. Oh God, she's in Shrinking. She's in tons of. She's really funny, but she could play you, Brett. Well, Robin Williams didn't count, back in the day because he wasn't a cast member. But yeah, I had to think about all this stuff. It's always hard for me to do that. Like, but it's a good question. But I think you know what you should do? Let the audience in the chat right now answer that up. Like, start putting new questions in. Who you guys think? And as I glance through them on the other ones, I'll see if there's any suggestions in there.
It's like, I think Kristian, you could do a Belushi, but I don't know that but Belushi could do a Kristian.
Belushi could do anything. Chevy, I'd like to see Chevy Chase do me. I'd love to do that.
I'd like to play myself. I need the work.
What's just the work. Milton Duffy, happy birthday, Kristian. Love you guys and this show. Thank you, Milton. Appreciate that. Buster Barnes, give me Bales.
Kate McKinnon would be our Kate.
Yeah, Kate McKinnon definitely do Kate Mulligan for sure. Give me Bales, Bruce, and Maya Rudolph for Steph. Give me Bales, Bruce Wayne, and Conroy's Batman and DCU, and then Amy Poehler for Bonnie. So let's see. Oh, Tina Fey for Clark Wolf. Derek Johnson.
Tina Fey for Clark Wolf.
You don't think
go
so?
With that one.
Glasses. F it. More support. Thank you, Derek. And then Derek, although Clark Wolf doesn't even have glasses anymore. Clark Wolf was so good in that freaking Tenants that she
really?
That short it's like part of a full film, but she's so good in it. She's really
Tara
really
Erickson's in that too.
From Real Rejects.
Yeah,
that's her. Wait,
I don't know. I just know.
But she's not. She's not with.
No, they have
Clark.
like different segments.
Okay, right. Okay. The Tan Man just puts in a super sticker. Thank you, Tan Man. And then Shay Markel. Shout out to Brett, looking like a CEO tech billionaire. Yeah, it's true. Happy birthday, KH. Thank you. I'm curious on what you think is better, the Instigators or Wolves on Apple. Well, I didn't see Instigators. I didn't think Wolves is terrible. I just thought I was just, you know what it was? Maybe I was expecting too much from it. That's might be what it is. Mark M.
All I'm thinking about is SNL. And
Yeah.
Who could be who?
Yeah. Mark M. Do we have any thoughts on the new Nosferatu trailer? I didn't watch it because I'm gonna watch. I don't want to see anything because I'm gonna see it. I don't want to see anything. But I really, I'm. It's so funny. I really wish. See, when you write things like this, it's never gonna happen. Someone said, "I wish Big Balls would get retired, almost as bad as the Schmobot." Now he's gonna be around forever. He's gonna be around longer than me. Sorry. Yeah, it's so bad. I'm sorry. Narcolepsy 27. I'm tired of hearing "not gonna lie" when people are saying things they obviously wouldn't lie about. Not gonna lie. Yeah, it's the same thing. There's an old joke of like, no offense, but you got a terrible face.
Yeah.
No offense.
I posted this on my story the other day. Somebody wrote to me, "All due respect, Roxy is the dumbest person I've ever seen in my entire life."
A lot of respect.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they spelled "do" wrong,
Perfect.
which was my favorite part. But like, just don't write "all due respect." Just write "Roxy is."
You think that if there is an option that you can actually see the video or get a snapshot of a person that's actually writing the comments, that they'd ever be, how many bad comments would be eliminated?
I would say 90% of them at least
Would not, right?
would be eliminated.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
There was one guy that wrote something the other day and said, I just feel like the guy that wrote that has really bad breath and rotten teeth. It just felt like that kind of energy, the person that was writing it, and it ended with an LOL. I said, that guy's breath stinks. I can feel it.
Yeah, the people who write mean things about us, 10 out of 10 times
Stink.
are...
Yeah, they smell really bad.
They do, but also just like, you're a bad person.
Yeah.
Think about the kind of person you have to be to go onto somebody else's YouTube, watch, and write something horrific about them.
Right. Yeah, I'm telling you, bad breath. Bust on you. I don't understand why the Batman can't be in the DCU. Batman has so many grounded stories told with a fantastical universe. I mean, it's just a matter of how the execution happens. And I think that's maybe the argument that they're having is exactly your point. Maybe they're saying, why can't he fit in? So maybe so. Skeleton, Strange New Worlds #1 fan, John Amos. Ah, man, poor John Amos. Admiral Percy Fitzwallace on The West Wing has passed. R.I.P. and God bless. Such a great actor. He was a great actor. I mean, Coming to America. He's so good in that. He's great. Absolutely great.
That's
Yeah, they are. It's crazy how they're all. It's so many people that are. The last couple of days, so much loss. Derek Johnson, have you heard of this new movie by the Russo brothers called The Electric State? Apocalyptic world where where Disney rides lead an AI revolution and take over. I'm hyped for this already. No, I haven't heard this yet. Have you heard of this thing yet? Electric
no, I
State?
haven't.
No, that's interesting. I'm curious to what they're gonna do. Very, very curious how that's gonna play because that sounds interesting. Nathan Stowe, hey Brett, were you in a Granger commercial?
I wish. I've been in a commercial for probably 8 years.
Have you gone on any auditions?
No,
not anymore.
Yeah, I need to. I need.
Time
to
has passed.
Read.
Okay.
No, I think I could do it again. I just need to actually put some effort towards it. I think for a while there, I just kind of forgot that was something that I was doing.
Okay. Well, Roxy, you're one question away from 70, which is good. It's 69, dude.
So I'm 69.
Yeah. Well, hey,
It's my least favorite. Everybody knows it.
That's true.
You didn't know that?
No. Was that on World Girls?
Oh, I have
episode?
like a vendetta against that.
Against the actual act?
Yeah.
Yeah. Too much work, she said.
No.
It's like chewing gum and it's like rubbing your belly and patting your head. You said it was too.
It's not at all. Brett, why are you trying to make me look bad?
I don't know what.
I
can't.
Where did this come up?
Not both at once.
Not both at once.
Focus on what you're doing to the best of your ability.
Doesn't that elevate? Yeah, doesn't that elevate and make it better?
No, not at all for me. At all.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Agree to disagree.
To me, disgusting.
Okay. Well, I'll leave it at that.
You heard it here.
We made it to 71 because Guillermo LaBelle said least favorite pizza topping, pineapple. You do that, you get arrested. Don't do it. Roxy doesn't have any toppings on pizza because she hates pizza.
I have only toppings because I don't do cheese, so I fully load my pizzas.
Yeah,
that's true.
You do have to load it up.
Brett, least?
I just probably red pepper, bell peppers. I hate bell peppers just to begin with. So.
Okay.
I love sausage on pizza.
Yes, I don't. Yeah, I do too. Shay Markel, I came straight here from the Deadpool 2 reaction with Sam. I love this crew. And Roxy, you're the bee's knees. Rox, are you as impatient as I am for Sandman Season 2? Brett, what's your best marriage advice? All right, start with you, Rox. Sandman, are you excited?
Did I see the first one? I don't think so.
Well, I guess you're not that excited. You don't even know if you saw the first season. From what I watched, I liked a lot, and I just never finished it. But
oh no, I did watch this show.
And guess you didn't love it.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But thank you for calling me the bee's knees. I appreciate you. Bees have no knees, but I'll take it.
Brett, you got advice?
Yeah, just always remember you need to like rethink how you approach your spouse because we're not the same person we were when you started dating, and you need to go with the flow and be in communication.
All right. Perfect.
A really muddly way. Communication. Always be talking to each other.
Last one for now. Happy birthday, Kate. Sorry your Yanks are your only team to give you hope. Right now, that is very, very true. Most of my teams stink, but the Yankees are giving me hope. We'll just see if they can actually deliver. Haven't won one since 2009, but we shall see. That's it. I think Roxy broke many people's hearts today on the show, but nonetheless, with your comment you just made. But then you also said that
why would that break anybody's heart?
Come on, that's an act. And then come on, it's an act.
It's not that you can't do both those things separate.
Where did that come from? Was that the World Girls? Was that a World Girls conversation? Is that where that came up from?
I've been speaking about I think I talked about it on Collider Live.
No way. That would have been a longer conversation with me and Makuga, I'm sure.
I can't explain to you enough how immature and awful I think it is.
You hate it.
Yeah.
Immature.
Yes.
Okay.
What are you, child?
Who's doing that as a kid? But wait, one more. Someone said, Simon Sexton, Roxy, can you please try looking ugly because I can't relate to you.
Oh,
very sweet, very nice.
So cute.
Yeah.
See, breaking no hearts.
No, apparently not. So there you go. All right, everybody, listen to this. We did it. 73. I'll take it on a birthday weekend. If you want, you can also go. We have, as I mentioned, we just launched the channel memberships. You can't do any of that stuff. I'll tell you what you can do. Go to the Deadpool 2 reaction. Watch it. Give it a like. Let me know. Sam is brand new to this. And so both her and Sadie and Tina, they're all brand new to it. So show them some love. Head on over there and give them some love. Roxy, where can they find you?
Everywhere at Roxy Stryer.
Brett?
Everywhere at Roxy Stryer.
Perfect.
Brett, you got to do the thing with the hand to the head.
Oh.
No, you don't want to plug your stuff?
I wish I would have gotten my name when I started the social media, but I didn't know it was a thing that was going to keep
What about
going.
Brett Sheridan 1?
Your handle?
It's Mr. Wiggly, but why not just
Mr. Wiggly.
What about Sheridan Brett?
I've looked at all those. I'll try to figure it out. But yeah, but be on the lookout. I'm more involved on the podcast now that I know on Above Board TV. Everything's a game, and then there will be over the next. There's some spatterings of stuff on shorts about this build I did in South Dakota for a Mad Max war rig, and it's going to tell a story of then it being brought out to Wasteland weekend in the desert, and it's sure to please.
Sure to please indeed. We do have one more. Shay Markel says, I promise, bees definitely have knees. Okay.
Oh,
perfect.
Is that true?
I mean, if Shay's telling us, I agree. Shay's the best. Okay. All right. Listen, we are done. We made it. We're finished. Kaputs. Kadoodle. Is that a word?
Bye. Happy birthday, Kristian.
Thank you, Roxy. Thank you, Brett. Roxy, stick around for a second. I want to tell you something when we go off air.
I can't wait.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. See you on the flip side. Bye. I think that's bye.